So CAT 2024 didn't go well for you. Let me tell you a little secret. Back in 2006, when I took CAT to get through IIM Lucknow, it didn't go well for me either. But this is not about my story, this is about yours. A lot of people don't do as well in CAT as they expect. Maybe your overall score is not good enough, or maybe your overall score is good, but heartbreakingly, you haven't cleared cutoffs. Or maybe your score is good, but it's just not enough for the B school that you are aspiring to. The war is not over yet. You have SAT, you have SNAP, you have many more exams. All you need to do is crack one. Yes, majority of the top B schools are going to consider your CAT score. In fact, if you head to mockcat.com and check out our InfoZone section, you'll see that in the top 40 or top 50 B schools, there should be 25 plus that are accepting only CAT. But we don't need to get through all of them. We just need to get through one B school. And you have B schools even in the top 10, such as which looks at your XAT percentile and not your CAT percentile. So that's what you need to do. Or if you have your heart set on ABC or Black Key or FMS or something like that, all you need to do is clear CAT 2025. The majority of people in top B schools would have taken CAT more than once. This is a competitive, hard exam to crack. It's perfectly fine to take it more than once. No institute or no company cares if you cracked it in your first attempt. Yes, it becomes a talking point. You can speak about it in interviews. But do you think any company said, hey, Sanjana's cracked CAT and got through IIM Lucknow in her first CAT attempt. Let us hire her at a more senior designation or a higher salary than somebody from ABC? Not even a little bit. Yes, companies do care about how smart you are, how hardworking you are, how good you are at the job, but they also care about the B school that you are in. And that becomes very important. So set your sights high. Do not settle. Do not be thinking, okay, I've got a low score. Maybe that's all I'm good for. I can't take it one more year. It was hard enough this year. Let me just take whatever I get through. If you do that, you're making it easy for you now, but you are making it tougher for you on the other side. Not saying that any B school is good or bad. All I'm saying is do not give up on yourself. Remember this. These exams do test our reading comprehension, how good we are at quant, our logical reasoning and all of these. But they also test our character. By this, I don't mean that, they're testing how ethical you are or how truthful you are, though some exams do test that as well. But what I mean is, how do you react when things go badly? How do you react to a hard challenge? Do you have resilience in you? Is your confidence shattered because your CAT has gone badly? Or are you going to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start off your prep for XAT and the other exams right away? Or even CAT 2025? And trust me, if you can do this, then you can definitely get through a top B school. It doesn't matter when you get through. All that matters is, do you get through or not? And it's not even about getting through the B school. It's about what I spoke about, your character, your resilience, your ability to push yourself even when things get hard. Because all companies and all managers will have to face such a situation. So it's good that you're getting this practice right away. And if you are still nervous, let me tell you my story. Back in 2006, when I took CAT, I hadn't prepared a lot. I'd taken a few mocks. That time the exam was paper-based, so these were physical mocks, and I'd taken a few at-home tests as well. Verbal was the part that I was most confident about. But back in CAT 2006, suddenly the verbal became harder. There were abstract passages. There wasn't much VA or grammar or anything like that, which used to be there previously. And there was this new question type called fact inference judgment, which was difficult. It was hard. And suddenly I'm taking this exam, and the part that I'm most confident about, so confident that I haven't even prepared for it, that's the part that is difficult. There was this, I think it was an RC about justice or something like that, and I'm reading two paragraphs and I can't take in anything, and I have to go back and read a second time, and the same thing happens. Do you think I left it and I started crying then? No. And I'm sure you didn't do that either. Right? So yeah, just pushed through, did as much as I could, made sure that, just tried to get as high a score in the other two sections and so on. Ultimately, I ended up getting 99.58, which would have been sufficient for all of the course. But then the sectional cutoffs used to be 95, 96 percentile. And I didn't have that in all the three sections. So that cost me ABC calls. But I did get a Lucknow call. At that time, I had no idea. When I came out of the exam hall, I thought that's it. It's done. Things have gone horribly wrong and it's done. What did I do? Went back to campus. I had exams going on, college exams, finished the semester exams, and then made sure that I prepared much better for that. I took up mocks, easy mocks, hard mocks, make sure that I prepared for each and every section, and then ended up getting 99.89 percentile in that. and ended up getting an XLRI call as well as an IIM Lucknow call, and of course converted it. But like I said, this is not about my story. This is about yours. I am confident that if you are able to leave this result behind, just get some distance between a bad result, understand that it was just one day which has gone wrong, and it's not that life is over or you're not worthy or you just can't crack it or anything like that. And if you can do that, then I know that you can get through a top B school. Are you confident? And if you are, get off YouTube, jump onto mockcat.com or any other MBA entrance test prep website and start off your prep right away.